go. Ready for takeoff. Oh yeah, the sound of that engine. Alright, HadesOmega here. We're riding the Triumph Speed Twin. I think I've ridden the Speed Twin before. That's just the kind of smaller version of this. It's like the 800 or 900cc version. And this is a 1200cc. So I have ridden a Triumph Bonneville T120 before. And so what the dudes here at the dealership told me is that the Speed Twin is a sportier version of the Bonneville. It's like a more retro modern type thing, where the Bonneville is more, it's more a classic kind of bike, you know. Right now we're in sport mode. It's a little herky-jerky on the throttle. Take off. We're just gonna get right on this. Oh yeah, this is sweet to hit the corners with this guy. Oh my god, that 1200cc power. It never ceases to put a smile on my face every time you twist the throttle on these big twins, man. So we're in sport mode right now, and it's got a, you know, it's very responsive throttle. We'll go switch it to road mode, which is probably their streety mode. And it's not changing. It doesn't change until you stop. Yep, nope. Oh no, I don't know. Oh, you gotta hold the clutch in. So once I hold the clutch in, it changed mode. So I think you gotta hold the clutch in if you're moving. So we're gonna try the road mode. The sport mode was pretty responsive. It's a little herky-jerky on takeoff. There is a rain mode too. Okay, we'll keep it on road mode first. It's pretty simple controls. There's just, you know, there's the key, good old-fashioned key, no smart key or anything. It's got a hazard on the right. It's kind of interesting. It's a little triangle. On the left, you have an I button and a mode button. Those are only two things that are different in your standard motorcycle controls. The mode toggles the mode on the right. On the right side of the gauge cluster, you can see on the bottom down here, it says road, sport, and thing, rain. And then there's an I button. The I button toggles the stuff on the left side of the gauge cluster. Right now it's on odometer, trip 1, trip 2, MPG. It gets 35 MPGs. Not very good. Not the most fuel efficient bike. It's a little, yeah man, it's a little jerky on throttle. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe you guys gotta throw it up a gear, man. Just kind of lug the motor a little bit, and it'll go away. It won't jerk on takeoff. That's one of the things I don't like about the Bonnevilles, man. They kind of do that. My buddy's Bonneville did that also. I think he had to like reflash the ECU or something to get it to get that kind of jerk on throttle, on-off throttle jerk, you know. It's okay though. You can work with it. Really comfortable to ride. It feels pretty narrow. It's just, the riding position is pretty sporty actually. I was looking at the Bonneville T120 earlier, and the foot pegs and the shifter are shifted to forward compared to this. So these are a little more rear set. The guy told me this is the more sporty version of the Bonneville T120 basically. He told me it's as sporty as you can. Oh my God! It's as sporty as you can get before you get to the Thruxton, basically. It's a more upright Thruxton. It's like if you were to compare like a naked bike to like a sport bike. It's the more nakedy bike type. Even though they're both naked bikes. It's a slightly less aggressive Thruxton with a little bit lower specs and stuff. It's a beautiful bike. It's a little more, yeah, and also the aesthetics are a little different. It's a little kind of more modern, retro-y, more sporty looking. than the Bonneville, where the Bonneville is kind of more like classic looking. Okay, let's put it on rain mode. Okay, we're in rain mode now. Ah, there we go. So that throttle jerk is almost gone, but you can still kind of feel it. Yeah, you can still kind of feel it. So right now we're on the MPGs. There's a clock, and then there's an odometer. And then I guess when it was off, there's a traction control. It says TTC on. You can turn the traction control on and off. This does have traction control and ABS. Pretty sweet. The mirrors work pretty damn good. If I do say so myself. You don't really see too much of the elbows in them. We're gonna hit up the Dry Creek Road soon. Very sporty. It does feel pretty sporty. These foot pegs, man. You just knee out is like, feels great. Really lean into that turns, man. Woo! Dude, just go. Yeah, get some. Yes. Man, this is a lot of fun to ride, man. These little Bonnevilles, man, you just throw them around, dude. It's a heavy bike, but it's like, it's small, you know? You know what I mean. It's got torque to pull, you don't really need a downshift. Woo! Where does it go? Woo! Man! Whoops, I left my turn signal on. I'm not going to say how fast we're going right now. Hey, could you kind of tuck down on it? Yeah, you can kind of tuck down a little bit. A little bit. Yeah, you can kind of tuck a little bit. It does feel pretty comfortable tucked down, but your elbows kind of go in. The bars are kind of too wide for, like, you know, some serious tucking, as I want to say. One thing I do like about this compared to the Thruxton is that my knees don't go below underneath the tank. It fits perfectly. In fact, I wish it had a little pad on the sides. Pretty cool. I like it a lot. So. Let's go over what the left gauge cluster looks like. It's just kind of like a speedometer that goes 1 to 140, or 0 to 140. And then the speedometer is in like digits of tens. So right now it's at like 1,000 RPM. So it's 10 times 100 is 1,000 RPM. So it has a 7,000 red line. Goes all the way up to 8,000. It kind of tells you how much range you got. It says, I think it says 35 miles. I think this thing's almost out of gas. Okay, let's put it back into sport mode. Now we should have had it in sport mode earlier, but man, even in rain mode, it rips still, you know? You just gotta squeeze the throttle more, you know? I prefer to have a less sensitive throttle. Unless you're like on a racetrack, you know? Woo! Dude! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man, it's a ball to ride, man. I like it. I like it a lot. I like the T120, and I like this one too. This motor is just it's awesome, dude. It goes. It's pretty fun to go around the corners too. You just kind of toss it around a little bit. The engine sounds great too. It's all nice and rumbly and stuff. And yes, I like this bike a lot. Holy moly! Woo, that was a little scary. It's a good thing this thing's got good stoppers, man. Yeehaw! That's what I talk about, man. Yeah, man, I like how you can just kind of toss it around, kick your knees in the tank, and the bike just flops over, you know. It's very comfortable, too. Seats pretty plush. Also, I am 5'10", 175 pounds, and I can heel foot it. I'm on the heels of my feet, so it's a pretty low bike. Pretty much, you know, you short-legged people can ride it. Well, if you're gonna ride it, you could ride it standing up too, by the way. Yeah, you could. I know people were complaining like, "Wow, why are you standing up on that bike, Hades?" I'm like, well, what if you wanted to go over railroad tracks like this, you know? Or like there's some kind of bumps on the road. That's why you would want to stand up, right? Or if you did want to go ride this thing. Yeah, you know, if you did want to go ride this thing on like on a dirt road or something that wasn't completely flat, it had like dips and potholes and loops and stuff, you could do it, you know? That's all I'm saying, you know? You could do it. That's actually a riding technique, to ride standing up. Because your body's more dynamic when it's standing up, and you can actually do it. You can ride it standing up. It's not ideal on this bike, you know, because it's so, you know, it's a little bit sporty, but it's just fine. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. HadesOmega would buy. I'm telling you now, I would buy. I am very impressed by these Triumph bikes, man. My buddy had an older Bonneville. Yeah, he had one of the older Bonnevilles, I think, right after they went to fuel injection, and you know, still a good bike. It does get a little warm if you're not moving. Yeah, it does get a little warm if you're not moving. That's it. That's as good as I can do. Handlebar's a little hard to turn at slow speeds. I notice. Yeah, it kind of is. It's not the smoothest of steering at slow speeds. But that's why you're supposed to be leaning the bike. Clutch pull is nice and soft. I haven't really been using the clutch a lot other than to just downshift. Alright, here we go, man. We're going to go hit the freeway up. The shifting, the throttle, everything, all the controls are nice on this bike. It's such a joy to ride, that's what I want to say. It's a quite refined retro bike is what I want to say. Alright, here we go, man. No, just let that guy go, man. I want to hang back here. I want to slingshot it. All this traffic. Ooh. I know, what's up with all this traffic? Where'd all this traffic come from, man? Now you get to see how it's like to ride in Bay Area traffic. those guys are way back there, man. I wanna hang back for those guys. Alright, I'm gonna try to slingshot it up the on-ramp. I don't think it's possible. I tried to make this big ass fucking gap so we can go faster through the corner, man. Alright, here we go. Upshift 1, knee out. Woo! I have HadesOmega staged that. I'll tell you that now, man. I just kind of hung back so I could take that corner a little faster. Yeah, dude, it feels good to like just hang your knee off with this thing, man. Nice. I like it. Other than like that kind of little jerk, that on-off throttle jerk, I like it. And I think you can fix that with some software stuff, you know, or maybe get like some kind of throttle tamer. I don't know. That's the only thing that kind of puts me off, you know. It's a little jerky at off throttle, on-off throttle, or from off throttle to on throttle. There we go. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed the ride. That's it. I really enjoyed it. It was just like the Bonneville T120, man. I really enjoyed that bike, and I really enjoyed this one. This one's a little more sporty. It's a little more, yeah, it's got more sporty aesthetics and stuff, and kind of a little more modern looking. I'm gonna put these things back on the truck. There's the kickstand. The kickstand's this little ball thing right here under the exhaust. There you go. Oh, it was a joy to ride. Alright. Cool. Alright, that was the Triumph Speed Twin. I really enjoyed it. HadesOmega out.